Hotline.
Joey Kramer.
Holy crap. Joey Kramer from Aerosmith on the hotline right now.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Bristol, Virginia.
Nice. So I'm guessing you're on tour, yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Are you excited about this current tour right now?
Oh, I am, man. The band is playing so good, it's a little scary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, how much of the new album, Music from Another Dimension, are you guys rocking this tour?
We're playing a couple of songs right now, and then when the record comes out, we'll be playing a whole lot more of it.
Yeah, now the record, it was supposed to come out in August, but it got postponed. What was the reasoning for that?
Yeah, well, what happened was, the record, the song "Legendary Child" was supposed to be in G.I. Joe, the movie,
right?
And we were supposed to get a whole lot of publicity, and the trailers and stuff with the movie, and they pushed the movie back until next March. But they just let us know that, at the last minute, right? The day we were going on, that we did American Idol, they let us know. And so it was kind of a big drag for us because we lost out on all that publicity we were supposed to get from Paramount.
Right.
And so in order to set the record up with the record company, it takes 3 months to set a record up, and we didn't know that till the last minute, and that's why it got delayed until November.
I see. Now, about the new album, I'm excited for it because Legendary Child, man, it's a kill. We're playing the crap out of it on the radio. I mean, it's a
great song, isn't it?
Oh, it's a killer song. Now, I've said it's it's definitely that 70s era Aerosmith, and then it's a little bit of the modern stuff, and it's all mixed together. What went into this album?
Well, it's it's the old Aerosmith spirit with lots of new material, and we did it with Jack Douglas, and so what remains is that when you have fun doing it and recording the tracks, that's how it comes out. When you have fun doing it, it always comes out great. And Jack makes it a lot of fun. We had fun doing it, and we did it just like the old records, Rocks and Toys, because we all went into the room and played together and wrote the songs together, and that's what it is. It's really a good record. I don't think anybody will be disappointed. There's stuff on there for everybody.
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it, and something that a lot of people don't know about you have a coffee out. Tell me about this.
Yes. It's called Rockin' and Roastin', and I've been a coffee lover?
Oh, I'm drinking coffee right now.
I know most everybody that I talk to is. But, with all the coffees that I've tasted all around during my travels, I've narrowed it down to 3, a Sumatran, a Guatemalan, and an Ethiopian.
Yeah. And
I'm basically just kind of sharing that with everybody. This is real, gourmet coffee. It's all shade-grown, USDA organic coffee. And it's real gourmet stuff. It's it's very, very flavorful, and, it's just got to be tried, because I promise once you try it, you'll be back for more. You can get it at rockinandroastin.com. Can
people get it on the road when they come see you on tour?
They can, and we're working on getting it into the supermarkets, too. We're working on some retail deals right now, and hopefully it'll be in Whole Foods and a couple of other markets around the country.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another thing a lot of people might not know about you is you're also an author. You wrote a book called Hit Hard, the story of hitting rock bottom at the top, about your battle with depression. I was checking this book out, and I got to say, there's probably a lot of people that are going to hear this interview. They're going to probably want to check out the book because they're suffering from depression and anxiety themselves. What are some of the things that got you through, that do get you through? Because depression and anxiety, not really something that goes away. It's always something you got to battle.
Well, I do a lot of the self-talk. It's when you want to be in a positive place all the time, you've got to want to do it for yourself. And, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on the book. The only problem with the book when it came out was that, it came out the same week that Michael Jackson passed.
Oh.
And so it got lost in a lot of the media shuffle around that. But it's starting to come around again, and people are starting to really recognize it. And, I get a lot of really good feedback on the book because it's helped out a lot of people. And that's what my intention with it was to help people out that suffer from the same thing, just to realize that you don't have to be a rock star to crash and burn. it's a really good read. It's an easy read, and I hope that it's helpful to whoever picks it up.
You definitely seem very appreciative of your fans. I mean, I imagine the book will help you out, but I mean, just Aerosmith's music in general has probably helped a lot of people. I was checking out your Twitter page, and I'm impressed. You really interact with your fans a lot more than a lot of rock stars do.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, man. If not for the fans, it wouldn't exist. That's what it's all about, really.
So you probably take a totally different approach than, say, Tommy Lee of Motley Crue, who recently came out and said he hates taking pictures and he doesn't want any pictures. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, to each his own. But the more, whatever you put into something, that's what you're going to get out of it. And if you project that attitude, then that's what you're going to get in response. Life consists of a whole lot more than, drinking and getting high and having a good time. And there are some meaningful things in life.
Now, the drama between Steven Tyler and Joe Perry is almost legendary. I mean, it broke up the band at one point. Joe Perry left, and even before this new album, I swear, it was like every day there was a new story about the battle between Steven Tyler and Joe Perry. How much of that is real, and how much of it is, manufactured by the media?
Well, you know what, man? It's like, our whole thing about that is that, it's a 40-year relationship, which is a really long time.
Yeah.
And if you have, whether it's family or husbands and wives or whatever the relationship is, brothers and sisters, we're all brothers, and everybody, all brothers and siblings have disagreements and arguments from time to time. And that's basically what goes on. I think a lot of it gets blown out of proportion, but it's the same thing as two brothers or a brother and sister fighting, or having arguments. It's it happens, it gets resolved, and the relationship moves forward on a better note.
Yeah.
And right now, everything is really copacetic, and everybody's getting along real well, and the band is playing so well right now, it's almost a little scary.
Well, don't pull a Van Halen and quote-unquote postpone the rest of the tour, please.
Never happened. Never happened.
Now, American Idol obviously has helped you guys out, with record sales and probably exposure to a whole nother generation of fans. Going into it, though, it seemed like you guys were hesitant. Is that the case?
I don't know so much that we were hesitant as much as, how it was that we were finding out about it, which was kind of, on the outside as opposed to the inside. So, everybody was, I think it was more that feelings were hurt and people were insulted about the way things went down. But all in all, it's turned out to be a really positive thing. And, and everything with it now is just fine.
Now, aside from the obvious influx in record sales and fan base, what has changed for you and Aerosmith since the American Idol thing?
Well, I think everybody's just, more appreciative of what it is that is going on with the band, and is more appreciative of our position and the fact that we can still be out there and do what we do, some 41 years later, and we're still doing it, and still with the same original lineup that we did, in 1970.
That's amazing, because a lot of bands don't make it that far with the original lineup.
Well, most don't.
Now, here's a question from our listeners. What's some of your favorite songs to play live and some of your least favorite songs?
I don't have a least favorite, but my favorite is probably Lord of the Thighs.
Nice. So there's never a song where you're just like, man, I can't stand playing this song, but well, here we go.
Nah. I love it all, man.
Now, you also love cars. Tell me about some of your favorite vehicles you like cruising around in.
I got a passion for driving fast. And right now, my favorite car is an R8 GT, which they made a little over 300 of, and I have one of them. They brought only 90 of them into the United States.
Wow.
And I have one of them.
What's the top speed you've hit in that?
That I've taken it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to announce
that. Understand.
In case there's any law officers listening.
That's true. That is true. You don't want people coming after you on tour.
That's right.
You guys are going to come to Tacoma, which is the closest there is to this city. For the people that want to go to this show, what can they expect to see on this tour?
Probably the best Aerosmith show ever.